الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونسترضيه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وتركها على المحاجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا من كان من الهالكين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. فاتقوا الله عباد الله حق التقوى واستمسكوا من دينكم بالعروة الوثقى واعلموا أن الموت قد تخطاكم لغيركم وغدا يتخطى غيركم إليكم فخذوا حذركم فالكيس من دان نفسه وعمل لما بعد الموت والغافل من أتبع نفسه هواها وتمنى على الله الأماني ثم أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters, may Allah Azza wa Jal accept all of us, accept our deeds, our prayers, our fasting, our qiyam, our dua. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept all of us in these last 10 days of Ramadan. We are in the real marathon now, and athletics and runners, at the very end of the track in their competition, they have to have a sprint to end up this marathon. You don't have any choice of slowing down at this moment. Allah Azza wa Jal described Ramadan as ayyaman ma'dudat, countable days. That's to indicate the few nature of Ramadan. Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us the whole goal, which was the first khutbah at Ramadan, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may have consciousness of Allah Azza wa Jal. And the one who is really a big loser is the one who's going to be deprived from Ramadan's barakah and blessings, especially Laylat al-Qadr, the night of Qadr, which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man hurima khayraha faqad hurim." Whoever is deprived from the khayr and the good of this night is really the one who's a loser. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the authentic hadith, "Ma la yudrak kullu, la yudrak jullu." What you cannot get all, don't leave it all. This is a very Islamic principle. Even if it is one night. When is Laylatul Qadr? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Taharruha fil ashr al-awakhir min Ramadan." The word taharruha means to search for it within the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Which are the best 10 nights? Because the scholars said the best 10 days, the first 10 days of Al-Hijjah, because of Waqfat Arafat, Yawm Arafat, and the best 10 nights are the last 10 nights of Ramadan because of Laylatul Qadr. As a matter of fact, the whole Ramadan is because of Laylatul Qadr. And the Laylatul Qadr is Laylatul Qadr, the night of power, is because the Quran was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we're doing all of that to celebrate the last book for the last Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah Azza wa Jalla is saying, Surah 97, Surah of 5 verses, especially for this event, this occasion. إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ تَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَالرُّوحُ فِيهَا بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ أَمْرٍ سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. Indeed, we revealed the Quran The ha refers to the Quran. Inna anzalnahu. And there is a difference between anzalnahu, anzala, and nazzala. And we will see the difference soon. In the night of power, in the night of destiny, in the night of great values. And in Arabic, when you say وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ, it's a rhetorical question. You are not expecting an answer. Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us, and what do you think about this night? How special this night is. Just to work our brain. لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. Some of us are under the wrong impression that is equal to 1,000 months. It is better than 1,000 months. How better is that? Nobody knows. It's based on your ikhlas. How much ikhlas you have. How much sincerity you have in your heart praying. And why you pray. خَيْرٌ مِنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. One of the reasons for this verse that Rasulullah ﷺ was telling about one person in Bani Israel who have been given a long life. And he said, this man went on the cause of Allah Azza wa Jal, struggling for the cause of Allah Azza wa Jal for 1,000 months. And as if the Sahaba, they were kind of worried because Rasulullah ﷺ said in the authentic hadith, أعمار أمتي ما بين 60 و 70. So the average of the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is between 60 and 70. So when are we going to make up to be like other nations before us? So Allah Azza wa Jalla reveals this surah. So you have one night that is better than 1,000 nights to make it up. Brothers and sisters, there is no way to miss it out. No way. It's your goal. And Rasulullah ﷺ, one of the sunnah that he never stopped until he died, to an extent that he do it for 20 days instead of 10, is i'tikaf. I'tikaf. And you really need to taste this i'tikaf, because if your Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made i'tikaf, the reason is so clear. He would like to be as perfect as one can be to get closer to Allah, and he is Rasulullah, خير من مشى على الأرض, the best human being walking earth. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah mahshurna ma'ahu ya Rabbi. What did he do? He said on the authentic narration of Aisha, when the 10 days come, Rasulullah sallallahu شد المئزر وأيقظ أهله وجد وأحيا ليلة. So when you say in Arabic language شد المئزر, means to tighten the belt. And metaphorically means you are on call, right? You are ready to do something and you are ready for it. And there is another explanation for it. Shadd al-mi'zar means tighten his belt, just to be away from his wives. So no intimate relationship during these 10 days. وَأَيْقَظَ أَهْلَهُ. He woke his household up. وَأَحْيَا لَيْلَهُ. Rasulullah ﷺ used to make Qiyamul Layl every night, not only in Ramadan. But he would stand up for prayers and sleep. On these last 10 days, he does not sleep. He does not sleep at night. He just stand up for Allah. وَأَحْيَا إِحْيَاءُ اللَّيْلِ. Why, Rasulullah ﷺ, why are you doing that? He doesn't want to miss out in Laylatul Qadr. He's so careful. So Aisha said, okay, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if I have the chance to see Laylatul Qadr, what should I say? He said, قولي اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عني. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عني. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عني. Indeed, you are afu, forgiving, very poor translation for the word afu, or pardoning, if you will. You love to forgive, so forgive me. And the difference between af and maghfirah. The maghfirah is our sins still there, but the af is your sins no longer there. That's a gift. And the day of judgment, the Muslim would be standing there, and Allah Azza wa Jal will hide his bad sins because everybody is in front of everybody. It's a big scandal. And Allah Azza wa Jal, as-sittir, the one who covers the shortcoming of his slaves, will cover us up. And you will find things that you didn't do. And you were so amazed. For this mercy of Allah, Al-Afu. فَأُولَٰئِكَ يُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ حَسَنَاتٍ. Allah Azza wa Jal, because He had the sincerity, and you take the reasons, the right way to do it, and follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in these last 10 days, and you tried so hard. You show Allah Azza wa Jal the best out of you. The best every second will count in these last 10 nights, because we really don't know whether we're going to live up for another Ramadan or not. And time flies. Just yesterday, we were celebrating Ramadan coming, and tomorrow, soon enough, it will be Eid. And the market will be over. And those people who gained, gained. And those people who lost, lost. Never too late, brothers and sisters. Those nights that Rasulullah ﷺ was telling us about, 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th. So we already have 21st and 23rd last night. One of the narration on Muawiyah radiallahu anh, it is the 27th. And actually we can have 2 hours talking about the different opinions about the time. But the bottom line is, there is a reason why it's nobody knows it. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Ubadah ibn Samit saying that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went out of his tent to tell the companions about Laylatul Qadr. So he went out his tent to tell people where Laylatul Qadr is. What did he find? فوجد رجلان وقد تلاحا. 2 people were fighting together, arguing together. 2 of the companions. فأنسيتها. فأنسيتها means got taken away from me. And then he said, وَلَعَلَّهُ خَيْرٌ. It may be good for you. So you are on your toes. This is the message. You are on your toes these last 10 days. You still have 7 days. And I said, there is a very strong opinion. There is no time to go through all the opinions. But there is very strong opinion that saying that the 27 is Laylatul Qadr. There is something very interesting here I would like to share with you. Because some people would actually, post something on the Facebook the morning of Laylatul Qadr. That was last night, was the Laylatul Qadr. And you say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I missed Laylatul Qadr. Don't do that. I mean, don't follow that, because you never know. Al-Imam al-Nawawi said, I'll get you in a side road for a little bit and came back to Laylatul Qadr. Al-Imam al-Nawawi said that Rasulullah ﷺ, if you remember, he fasted Ashura. In which month? Muharram. And he said, لَإِنْ عِشْتُ لِقَابِلْ لَأَصُومَنَّ تَاسُعَاء وَعَاشُرَاء. One of the reasons was to make himself different from Jews. And he says, نَحْنُ أَوْلَى بِمُوسَى مِنْ. Because they used to, when he came to Medina, people. But this is not the point of Imam al-Nawawi and my point. My point is that Rasulullah ﷺ was afraid, on the authority of Imam al-Nawawi, that there was a problem in the calculation for the crescent, for the moon. So it's not the 10th, it could be the 9th. So he said the 9th and the 10th next year. But he died, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Okay, what I want to say here is you need to take every single night, whether it is even or odd, it doesn't matter. You do your best. And you have so many ways to do that. The best way to do it is dua. Ad-du'a mukhu al-ibadah. It's not the brain of ibadah, it's the core of the ibadah. In another narration, ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah. Supplication and praying for Allah is ibadah. So you need to do a lot of dua. And you need to know that because I've been asked this question, you don't have to say the dua in Arabic language. There is nowhere in Quran or Sunnah that says that you need to supplicate in Arabic language. Even in your prayers, as-salat al-mafruḍa wal-nath. After you finish Subhana Rabbiyal A'la or Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Azkar al-Salah, which are mandatory, that's okay. After you do that, as long as you can make sujood in your own language. Bengali, Urdu, Pashto, Swahili, you name it. You need not to go to a sheikh that knows how to make dua in order to make dua. If you know some dua for Quran and Sunnah, that's wonderful. Go for it. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Talk to your God. Allah Azza wa Jal knows languages. Allah Azza wa Jal will listen to you if you ever make Hajj. May Allah Azza wa Jal give you all the opportunity to go and visit Kaaba and make Hajj and make it Hajj Mabrur. Say Ameen. Allahumma Ameen Ya Rabb. If you go under the multazam, and I've been there, and I was so shocked by the fact that I just gave myself 2 seconds to listen, and I found people crying for the sins under the multazam, under the door of the Kaaba, in everybody in his language. And I said, Ya Allah, this is French, this is English, this is Arabic, this is Urdu, this is what? How many of those people, different colors, different language? Allah Azza wa Jalla will distinguish and listen to everybody and give everybody what he wants and what she wants. Subhanallah. Ala kulli shayin qadir. Allah Azza wa Jalla in the authentic hadith, al-hadith al-Qudsi, Ya ibadi, لو أن أولكم وآخركم وإنسكم وجنكم, O my slaves, if you, the first one of you and the last one of you and your ins and your jinn gathered all together in one place, and everybody would ask for his or her request. ما نقص ذلك من ملكي شيئا إلا كما ينقص المخيط إذا أدخل اليم. It's not gonna diminish my kingdom, the mulk of Allah Azza wa Jal, except for whatever the needle is going to diminish out of an ocean. How much water is going to take the needle when you get it out of the ocean? We need to make a lot of dua. And the best place to come is the masjid. Because your Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came to the masjid. In the masjid, the chances are you're reading Quran, you're praying, you're talking, you're attending a session of the Quran, or learning something new, or somebody talking to you about Jannah and Nar. Don't deprive yourself from this khair, brothers and sisters. The dua, one of the most important things you need to do. It's either Allah Azza wa Jal will accept it right away. Inshallah, it will all be accepted, by the way. Let's talk about the different options. Number one, Allah Azza wa Jal will accept it. So you say, I need a good wife. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless every young man with a good Muslimah, inshallah, and every Muslimah with a good husband. Say Ameen. So Allah Azza wa Jal will give you a good wife. You keep knocking at the door. Keep knocking at the door and keep saying and make it really, really, you know, Allah Azza wa Jal يحب العبد اللحوح يحب العبد اللحوح. So he insisting and he's saying he does not give up. He does not say, okay, it didn't happen. No, because we don't know. Number one, Allah Azza wa Jal will answer it for you. Number two, Allah Azza wa Jal will not answer it for you, but He will lift some calamity, some musibah, some catastrophe, some crisis from you. Something that's bad is going to happen, Allah Azza wa Jal lift it. There will be an accident, la qaddar Allah, God forbid, and it would have been so bad, but it was just slightly something in the car, not even in anybody in the car. Number three, Allah Azza wa Jal will not answer it for you, neither will He lift up anything that He decreed upon you. Rather, He will save it for you for the day of judgment. And the authentication hadith said, and the Muslim would love to have it all saved for him for the day of judgment, because this is really the day that you need every single deed you do. So you have nothing to lose. It's a win-win situation. The dua is one of the most important things you need to do in Laylatul Qadr. And the best dua to say in Laylatul Qadr, Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. So, brothers and sisters, please start sprinting. Get tired. It's okay. You can rest after Ramadan. Stay up. Take 2 days off from work and come make i'tikaf with your brothers and sisters here. We have halaqat Quran every day after iftar. We have adhkar before iftar. We're going to start from today, inshallah, from 8. Come join us. The chances are you're chatting or sleeping or in the car. Just come, sit with us. Because Allah Azza wa Jal, the malaika, sayyara, are going around searching for people who are making dhikr. And they go and sit and listen. Allah Azza wa Jal love who make dhikr. Allahumma ja'alna min al-dhakirin ya Rabbi. Laylatul Qadr is the layla that Allah Azza wa Jal will determine everything for you. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. Everything. Of course Allah is all knowing. He knows. But He will let the malaika know. This man is going to die this year. This man, he is going to lose something. And this guy, he's going to win something. And the malaika. The only thing that can prevent al-qada, the destiny, is the dua. With the unanimous agreement between scholars. You need not to knock at the door so much because the doors are open. You don't have to worry about the wrong keys because Allah Azza wa Jal keep the doors open of Jannah and all the gates closed of Nar. Carpedium, brothers and sisters, seize the moment. And may Allah Azza wa Jal make us from those who stand for Laylatul Qadr. Imanan wa ihtisaban. With faithfulness, with sincerity, and with consideration that Allah Azza wa Jal be in a good dhann, be in a good assumption with your God. Don't say no, your sin is not bigger than your God. It's not. Don't come to the masjid and thinking you have tons of sin and Allah Azza wa Jal will not forgive you. This is not, Ya Allah, what we think about you. We think that you are Al-Afu, Al-Ghafur, Al-Tawwab, Al-Rahman, Al-Rahim. But we will show you, Allah, the best out of us in these last 7 days. Tonight, brothers and sisters, we have one of the biggest nights in the masjid. And we're going to have the fundraising. This masjid is our center, is our heart that pump the blood in Athens for our kids, for the generations to come. We need to do our best to come and contribute. رُبَّ دِينَارٍ سَبَقَ أَلْفَ دِينَارٍ. Maybe $1 is better than $1,000. Sincerity is the key. Ikhlas is the key. It's not how much. Aisha تصدقت بعنبة. Aisha al-Mu'mineen radiallahu anha donated 1 grape and the people were really surprised. What is that gonna do? And she said, كم فيها من ذرة ألم تسمعوا قول الله عز وجل. How Adam in this grape. فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره. مثقال ذرة. A portion of an atom. It could be an electron. Allah Azza wa Jal does not waste it for you. Show God the best out of you. And your masjid needs to be your center. In Ramadan and after Ramadan, don't single out Ramadan. This may be the last Friday in Ramadan. But Wallahi Ya Rabbi, Wallahi, we make the tawbah for you. Wallahi Ya Rabbi, we know that you're going to forgive all of us. So forgive all of us. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept all of us. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us from those people who stand up praying only for Him, fasting only for Him, with all sincerity, asking for Jannah and seeking refuge from Nar. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر. اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. ألف بين قلوبنا، وحد بين صفوفنا، أزل البغضاء والشحناء والحسد والحقد من قلوب المسلمين واجعلهم إخوانا متحابين. تقبل صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا ودعاءنا وزكاتنا وصدقاتنا وصالح أعمالنا وأتمم لنا رمضان بالخير. اجعلنا عبادا ربانيين ولا تجعلنا عبادا رمضانيين. وتقبلنا واغفر لنا وانصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأقم الصلاة.